What's up, guys? This is ChristianWilde on the set of Wild Road, and I'm going to be answering a couple of questions for BananaGuide. It's really great feeling like the I don't know, kind of like the star. I hate to say the star, but it's cool that the movie's based on me. I'm not really used to all the attention. I'm more used to. I mean, it's kind of humbling. You know, it's a very humble experience to be like the center of attention for the whole thing, and I don't want to try and let it go to my head. You know what I mean? And but it's cool. It's very very different because usually like I show up on set and I film for maybe a day or two tops, you know, and then I go home with a check, and that's fine. And this movie was like sixth, or this is like the seventh day shooting, and it's cool. It almost feels like more movie star style, you know, like we're on set day after day filming all the B-roll and the scenes, and it's really a lot of fun. I don't know. I don't really feel like the whole movie is based upon me though. I just feel like I have a lot of scenes. My most memorable scene, I would probably have to say the one with Jesse Coulter, because it was so like out of the realm of normal. I don't know. I mean, they all were very memorable. They were all three of them were really really cool. You know, they were all very cool in their own way. I mean, the only thing with Jesse's was that like we moved around a ton, you know, and we tried a bunch of different things and got outside the box of the usual gay porn positions, and you know, we kind of like just played with it and had a lot of fun with it. So that was really cool. But I could say the same thing about me and Philip Aubrey's scene. I mean, we were all over the back of my truck, and he was like bent over, arched, all crazy, and me and the scene with me and Dylan, we tried something at the end that was completely different that I had never done before, which was cool. So I mean, they all three were very memorable for me, and I liked them all three both. But they're all my babies. Honestly, from my own opinion, I don't really know. I can just kind of go based off of what people have told me, and they say that I know what I'm doing, which is cool, and I really have no idea how I ever learned how to do or know what I'm doing. I'm really gentle, like in the beginning, you know, like I know from personal experience, it's really no fun to have something just slammed right up your ass, you know, and I try to be very, you know, adamant about taking my time and making the person comfortable with it. You know, I've seen people like just get inside and go banging it, you know, and some people are cool with that and some people aren't, you know, some people get hurt. You know, I've been on sets where like somebody's just jammed their dick right up somebody's ass, and they're like, "Oh my God, you have to stop!" And then they're bleeding, and it's all bad. And so people tell me that I'm gentle and I'm fun, and I don't know. I try to not make it feel like I'm doing porn, but more like I'm really fucking, and that usually does the key. You know, like keep the camera in mind as much as possible, but try and forget it as much as possible as well, so that the person and I become really truly connected, and you know, it's more than just trying to make the scene look good, but also trying to make it feel good. You know. My favorite position. It kind of depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know, I can go from like sometimes I just feel really cuddly and I want to be close and have body contact and kind of do like the slow grind thing, or you know, sometimes I want doggy with a handful of hair and pound in. And my number one go to that's always okay is probably like I like standing up missionary, like me standing up and the person on the bed. I'm a really big fan of like putting my hands around somebody's neck, you know, and looking at them, because I love the penetration to face angle, or like that shot, you know, that visual of like I can see penetration, I can see like the stretched out stomach, I can see the chest, I can see the face, the reactions, and it's all good, you know what I mean? Do the scan up and down, you know, and that's probably like I can do that anytime. I would pretty much just say really cool men. I like jockey type of guys. I mean, I hate to sound conceited, but I like guys like similar to me. If I had to just base it strictly off of like visual, I like tall guys. I like tattooed guys. I like jock looking kind of guys. But pretty much anyone can be sexy to me. Like if I hang out with anybody for an extended period of time and they're very sexual and their energy's good and they're like they have a really good attitude and they're fun to be around, like I can get turned on by anybody based upon their personality. How much time do we have? I can give you a lot. Probably what's important is to treat yourself with the utmost respect. Never do anything that you don't want to do. Never try and please someone else or make someone else happy, or kind of try and get a gain or a foot up by doing something that you're not comfortable or ready for. That's probably been like my number one grateful thing that I've done throughout my career, is that I haven't gone anywhere that I haven't wanted to go. I haven't shot anything that I didn't want to shoot or I didn't feel comfortable shooting, and I'm okay saying no to things. I'm okay with my boundaries, and my boundaries keep me sane. This job is really fun, and you meet a lot of really great people, and if you have a good attitude and a good outlook upon life, and you're fun and you're easygoing, and you realize that you're making a buttload of money for a very, very minimal amount of work, and you don't become like a little snob, start complaining about this or that or the other, then tons of people are going to want to work with you. That stuff is invaluable in this industry. But if you're a pain in the ass to work with, studios will not work with you. That's what I've seen, and I've tried to be, the best, have the best attitude, be the best to work with, be the easiest to work with, try and make people laugh, reduce the stress level of the atmosphere, and it's served me extremely well. Maybe pee or like poop, because I'm not really into that, because that's kind of gross. Not to knock anybody that's into that, like whatever you're into, and that's amazing, and do it safely. Never bareback. Ever, 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 ever. Not ever. Studio could come to me with $1 million for a bareback scene and I would tell them no. And I hate to sound like if I'm like, I don't know, kind of a snob about it. I just don't support it. And if you're doing it safe and you're comfortable with it, that's totally rad. I personally am not. My safety, my health, my well-being does not have a price tag, and it never will. I don't drink. I don't drink ever, or do any kind of drugs. I smoke cigarettes like a motherfucker. I'm extremely sensitive and emotional. I get very, very emotional over little small things like commercials and TV shows, and if I see like a little puppy that got hit in the road or something. I'm actually pretty shy. I'm extremely like shy and reserved in like social situations where I don't feel comfortable with people. I have a hard time like talking with people, and not really talking with people, but like approaching someone and going like, "Hi, how you doing? What's your name? I'm Christian." Blah 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 blah. And my dick is always hard. Yeah. Well, not always, but like two little squeezes and it's all black. All right, BananaGuide. Don't make me look bad. I love you guys. ChristianWilde signing off from Naked Sword. See you guys soon. Deep and fucking serious about this shit all of a sudden. I just realized, well, this is kind of touchy.